Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening, everybody. Last week we talked about asava kilesa. Kilesa, it means hindrances. Okay, hindrances or ignorant in the mind. And asava, it means flowing. The Buddha compare the samsara as a river. And the kilesa, which is called asava kilesa, or the hindrances, which is called asava kilesa, they are the hindrances which is making temptation for us, which is making us a cause, making us a happy feeling. Why not to live the samsara? Why we enjoy, we have good time in the samsara, why we have to go out? I have good children, why I don't want nirvana? One woman told me, I don't want, if I have to lose my children, I don't want nirvana. If I have to lose my chocolate, I don't want nirvana. Happy, why to go? I don't know. No? In nirvana, no chocolate? No, I don't want to go. So, no pizza? Nah, I don't want to go. So that's why they call asava kilesa, because they are causing us to stay in the river of the samsara. But like I said last time, now I want to talk about another comparing to the river. But this is totally opposite. The Buddha compared the river to the Eightfold Path, which is causing us or making us going out of the samsara. And this is the stream winner. The stream winner, or the sotapanna, or the entering to the stream. This is sota, it means like a river flowing. And sota, it's someone that fell into. So it means how the Eightfold Path as a stream, as a river, which if we fell into it, we cannot escape. We will go to the ocean. Which ocean? Ocean of Nirvana. At the end, we will reach Nirvana. It means that if someone falling into the river, he will be one that enter into the river, sotapanna. And in the moment that he will fall into the river, he cannot run away. He will end in Nirvana. It's just a matter of time how long it will take to him. How long it will take to him to get into Nirvana, it depends on which quality he fell to the water. What he built in a past life, what quality he built in a past life that make him fall to this water. But I'm not talking about the sotapanna itself. I'm going to talk about the hindrances that the stages to enlighten, cutting step by step. Because what's the beginning is that we are staying in the samsara. So we are staying in the samsara because we are in the jail. We are with the fetters. The policemen catch us. And actually the policemen is, we are ourselves. This is the, oh, I don't want policemen to catch me. But I don't need policemen. I'm doing it by myself. I have one policeman, another policeman, and my clothes, and then I'm holding. So now, what happened with this attachment is that when we are walking the Eightfold Path, this kind of fetters, this kind of chain, this kind of holding, starting to cut away slowly, slowly. They have altogether 10 fetters like this. But these 10 fetters don't go immediately. When we developing faculties, and when we are practicing the Eightfold Path, it means doing good, not making bad, and practicing vipassana, cleaning the mind with mindfulness and the concentration. So then slowly, slowly, this attachment, these fetters opening, cutting, cleaning out from the mind. But they don't go in one step. They go in 4 different steps. If we compare to the river, so when we will practice meditation, vipassana, in certain moment, our hindrances will cut. Some of them will cut, and then we will fall into the river. This will be the sotapanna, enter the way. So this sotapanna, it will not cut all the 10 fetters, all these 10 ignorance or hindrances. It will cut slowly, slowly, and when it will grow more and more by the time, it will build more faculties, and more faculties, and more faculties. It will not be able to run away. It's non-self. It's happened by itself. So in certain moment, it will fall in the waterfall to the next level. It will fall to the next level of the river. And then it will continue. And this second steps, it's called sakkāya-diṭṭhi. I will talk about it soon. And then this sakkāya-diṭṭhi will develop more and more quality till it will fall to another waterfall, to the next level of the river. And then it will be what we call anagami. This is another level, which is more pure. And then this anagami, in certain time, will fall to the last step, which is the ocean of the Nirvana. Okay, this is kind of simile. Why I'm using this simile? Because the Buddha said that the first one he fall into the river. So we call it sotapanna. It means enter the way or enter the stream. Stream, in this case, opposite from the last week, it will be the stream of the Eightfold Path, which is for sure granted 100%. He will be enlightened sometimes in the future, maximum 7 incarnations. So what is the let's say the directions that this process is going? We take person which is never practiced. He is slowly starting to develop the quality, and then he practice the vipassana. So he will build more quality, he will clean more. In certain time, he will go through some kind of deep meditation experience. We call it makkā. Makkā, it's the knowledge of the way. Knowledge of the way of the stream enter, of the sotapanna. Something will happen to his mind, which is not dependent on him. It's just a process. It's non-self. Because of the practice, is cleaning, but it's not totally cut immediately. In the certain moment, it will be qualified or clean enough that then it will come into the state of cutting some fetter from the mind, from these 10. The first thing that is cutting, it's what we call in Pali, sakkāya-diṭṭhi. Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, it means kaya, it means body. The body, this is form, the form. So we have a form, okay? A form of human being. Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, diṭṭhi, it's view. It's a view of self, of someone, okay? I try to explain you, for example, what kind of experience of self we have, okay? I have my hand. I have a hand. You also have a hand, okay? I have head, okay? I have tooth. I have also handy. So fun. I have a cup. I have many things. I have this wood. So you see what I'm doing. I'm going and making some property. I have a property. It's my hand. It's my thinking. Is my memory, okay? So what I've done, the Buddha said that this body, it's just a physical element which is changing by himself. Can you control this body 100%? Is anyone can, maybe we make it like a game, okay? Anyone want to play with me the game together? So I explain you the meaning. Priyanka, do you want to talk with me? Do you want to make a game with me? Simple game, simple game. You
Yeah, I will do it, yes.
Yeah, okay. So can you control your body 100%?
No.
No. It means if you say this is your slave, can you control your slave 100%?
No.
So can you say that this is really 100% your body? That you
No.
can do whatever you want. The Buddha say, if it was really your body, you can tell the body, be like this. Don't be like this. Don't be old. Be young. But the Buddha say you cannot say this is Anatta Lakkhana Sutta. The Sutta of the non-self. He explained why he declared that the body is non-self. He said, if the body was a self, you can control him 100%. You can tell him stay young, don't be old. You can tell him never be sick, be all the time healthy. Okay. You can say to him, I want to be Brad Pitt. Why I cannot be beautifully like this? Or maybe blue eyes, blonde. Okay. Or maybe blonde eyes, blue hair. No. Like this. Opposite, better.
Opposite.
So you see, this is mean, and then he say that the body, but we say this is my, okay? Actually, this entity I can control maybe a little bit more than my body. Okay, so the body is the first. Second is our feeling. Priyanka, can you control your feeling 100%?
No.
So exactly in the same way, there was if you can say it's a self, it belongs to you, it means you can say, I want to be happy all the time, and then you'll be happy all the time. And then you want to say, I never be not happy. But you can not tell them be like this or don't be like this. So in the same way, how can you say this is my slave, that you never control this slave? It's a funny thing to say. I tell them my slave go shopping and he go dancing. I tell my slave clean the dishes and then he go to sleep. So what kind of slave is it? What kind of body is it? Huh? And then feeling, okay? So same things as the feeling. Same things with my memory. Priyanka, can you control your memory 100%?
Not at all.
So this is exactly the same things. Otherwise, if your slave, let's say your slave, which we call memory, okay, it's really belong to you. It means you can control it. You can tell him, I want to remember everything, or I don't want to forget everything. These problem things I don't want to remember. But
the problem is I don't have a memory to control.
Exactly, because this is just a memory. It's not your memory. So clever. So another things, we talk about sankhara, like anger, worry, doubt, lazy, craving. Can you control Priyanka 100%?
No,
Those
nothing.
kind of things. And then your consciousness. For example, people calling you, you don't pay attention. Sometimes maybe you want to look for something. Your eyes open looking, but you never see it. Okay? So it means you're hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling, consciousness, also thinking. So you see the Buddha say these 5 things, we cannot control it 100%. But we have impression inside ourselves that this is belong to me. This is my end. This is my thinking. I have so good thinking. Okay? Something like same like I have a cup. So I have property, okay? I have 5 properties. Body, I'm owning the body, I'm owning this. This is one point of view about self. Another point of view about self, I'm thinking it's mean I exist. This is the card, you say like this. It's mean that the thinking is the me. People ask who you are. I'm the body. I'm sitting here. This is not only my body. This is me. Okay. It means that if the body, feeling, memory, it's presenting the me. Okay. Another things, it's the 5 aggregate, these 5 things that you just before, they are declaring, they are inside the me. For example, I'm so beautiful, they're presenting me, okay? I'm so clever, I'm angry person, I'm loving kindness person. It means that they are inside the self, okay? They are presenting the self. I'm a beautiful person, okay? I'm kind person. So something like they are the characteristics of the self because they are presenting the self, okay? They are inside the self. I give you the opposite. The self is inside them. Every cell of my body has a self inside. So you see, we have 4 kinds of way to look at the me and the self. Okay, I'm owning these 5 aggregate. The self is inside the 5 aggregate. The 5 aggregate is inside the self. The 5 aggregate presenting the self. Okay, or let's say so one thing I'm holding, one thing is inside me. The 5 aggregate inside the self. Okay, or they are actually presentation of the self. So we have 4 ways out to look at this relationship. But the Buddha say actually it's just a body which is changing all the time and mind which is only changing all the time. In the moment that the person he fall into the stream winner, it means that he experienced something in the meditation which is cutting from the mind very deep level of the greed, anger, delusion from the mind. So one of them, the things that he got, it's this identification that these 5 aggregate in somehow presenting the self. But I'm not talking that he understands it intellectually. He understands it intuitively. He understands that the body is just something which is changed by himself. He understands that the feeling is something that does not belong to him, it's just changing by himself. Okay, he understands this is the 5 aggregates: body, feeling, memory, volition, okay, sankhara, like anger, worry, doubt, loving kindness, compassion, and this, and also the consciousness. Okay, I told you about the 5 consciousness: hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling of touching, and thinking also, we can say. So altogether 6, but actually we declare about 5. So this is one thing that the person which reach Sotapanna, he get into insight. But how he get into insight? Because he experience moment that the mind experience nirvana. He go through process in the meditation, which the mind condition is nirvana. We call it makkā. Next time, if you will experience it, makkā, it's the knowledge of the way of Sotapanna. The next time that he will experience it, it will not be any more makkā because he already Sotapanna. He already got into the way of Sotapanna. So he will experience the fruit that is the Sotapanna. So this will be pala. So we have makkā and pala. And what happened in the mind of the person when he experienced makkā or pala? The object in the mind is nirvana. I give you an example. When you are wanting something, okay? So what is the condition in the mind? Is greed. You want. When someone makes you angry, what is the condition of the mind? What is the subject of the mind? Is aversion, anger. When you're doubting, you're not sure. So what is then the condition of the mind? What the mind object then is doubt. So when you get makkā, when you experience the first time makkā, when you enter into Sotapanna, in this very fast moment, the mind will experience nirvana. And what happened in this moment, that intuitively, just the person will experience nirvana. It means that he already tastes the taste of nirvana. It means that he don't have any doubt about this, that this exists. How can he, if suppose someone eats schnitzel, he knows that schnitzel exists. Okay? Someone go to swim, he knows swimming exists because he just experienced it. So in the moment that Sotapan, because of the practice, by the Eightfold Path, he got into this experience. It means the mind experienced Nirvana. So it means he don't have any doubt that these kind of things exist. Okay? So if this kind of experiences exist, and he practice it through the Eightfold Path, certain way that someone teach him, I don't know, Ajarn, Tanat, whoever, it means he don't have doubt about the Dharma, about the teaching, the Eightfold Path. He know this Eightfold Path bring him to this direction. So it means that now he don't have doubt about Nirvana, he don't have doubt about the way. So if he himself experience it, so he walked the way and he experienced it. It means that millions of people can maybe experience it also, if they just have to walk the way. It means that Sangha must be exist. Even if you don't know about anyone, must be someone that walk this way. And of course, there are so many monks that they are saying that they are going this way. Okay? It's just accidentally, he by himself got it because he walked the way. It means must be million people that walk this way. It means that must be Sangha, even if you don't know any one of them. Should be other people also make it. It's not hocus pocus, it's not unique to him. Okay? It's because of the way, it's not because he make it. Now, so the teacher, Tanat, never told them that he find it. And also Ajarn never say that he find it. And also Mahasi Sayadaw never say that he find it. But someone must invite, someone develop schnitzel. It's not possible that schnitzel never come from hocus pocus. Someone make pizza. It's not possible that this pizza that he find by himself, or he walk the way and then he cook the pizza. It means that someone must be the first one that find how to do pizza. Okay? So it means that someone find this Eightfold Path. And they say that this someone, everybody say that he was living 2,500 years. So, but how can he himself never live 2,000? He living today. So why he should believe on it? Because it's not possible that someone invited. Someone will develop it. It exists. It's not that it's come from nowhere. And even this person that find it, it's the same. America was there. It's just Columbus have to find it. So someone find America, but America was there. The Dharma was all the time. But this person that they call him, they give him even title, they call him Buddha, must be exist. It's not possible that he will not be exist. Someone find how to do schnitzel. Otherwise, it will not be exist. Okay? So it means what happened to this Sotapan? Even he don't see the Buddha, but he don't doubt that this founder exists, must be exist. He don't doubt about the way because he walked the way. He didn't know hocus pocus that he got into Sotapan. He walked certain way that Tanat teach him, that Ajarn teach him, that whoever teach him, okay? The teacher, any monk or any not monk, teach him, he walk it, and then he reach. It means he don't have doubt on the Dharma, what you say. And then he don't doubt about this, that another people can get into the same level because he just walked away. It means that this Sotapan, he cut totally specific doubt. It's called vicikicchā. This is the way about Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. And it's not necessary that he know any Sotapan, other Sotapan in his life. It's not necessary that he will see any sakkāya-diṭṭhi, even not Ajarn. If you see other people behave good, So he said, wow, other people walking the way, what is wonderful. And they show him example. But still, because he himself, Sotapan, he don't need evidence anymore. He know because he experienced by himself. And also, he don't have to meet the Buddha. It's not necessary to find the first person that cook the pizza. It must be someone find a way how to cook the pizza. It's not come from nowhere. In the past, I don't know, the calendar was there. They don't know how to cook pizza. Okay? They don't never know how to do schnitzel. But then someone find how to do schnitzel. Okay, so in the past, nobody knew it, but suddenly someone find it. It means the founder must be there. Everybody say, they call him, they give title, they say Buddha. So they don't have doubt about Buddha Dhamma. This is another thing that happened to the Sotapan. Because, not because the teacher teach him, because he experienced by himself. Now, how he got to this stage, what he have done? The teacher told them put flower. The teacher told them go dance, dance ballet. The teacher told them play football. No, the teacher told them go and practice the Eightfold Path. It means that he got into stage like this because he was just practice the Eightfold Path. It means that it's not possible that it will be other things. If people will do bad, their mind will be dirty. How can they clean the mind? If people, they don't do enough good, how they will be satisfied and happy in themselves? And if people will not be mindful and enough concentrating on what happened to them, how can they clean the mind? It means that what happened to the Sotapan, that he understands that there is no any other way to do these things, but to walk the Eightfold Path. So he cut all the belief about other ritual. Some people say, oh, if you go to the wall and you pray to the wall and the God and he will help you. Some people say you have to do this. Some people they say maybe you go, maybe you have to count mala. I don't know. Some people they say not possible. This will not work. Because when he reached to this level and he cut the greed, anger, delusion to this level, he actually did it by the Eightfold Path. So it means that he understands that only this way is the way to go. It means that he cut the belief on rituals and spiritual like this, which is not the Eightfold Path. So what happened in this moment to the Sotapan when he just walked the Eightfold Path and in a certain moment he got into this, what we normally say, blackout. It's a moment of cutting, of experience of Magga, and later on it's come with Pala, because you cannot enter to the room 2 times. In the moment that you enter to the room, you are already in the room. Next time it will be just visit in the place that you already know, okay? So you enter to the room only 1 time, okay? But then it will be Pala, it will be the fruit, because you are already Sotapan. So this is 3 things that the Sotapan cutting totally, okay? But not only this. What happened to the Sotapan when he experienced the Nirvana? He cutting the ignorant. About what? He understands karma. He understands cause and effect. He understands that he is responsible to what he's doing. So that's why he will not be able to break precept anymore. He cut the wrong view about the actions and reactions. So he will understand that it's not good to steal, it's not good to kill. He understands the 5 precepts, but he's I would say insight. It's not about intelligent or wow, this is true, this is very polite to behave nice and this. Because he understands that if I touch the fire, I have a pain in my finger. So he will start to be afraid from touching fires. If I compare the fire to the 5 hindrances, to the sila, precept, 5 precept: killing, stealing, wrong sex, wrong speech, and drugs and alcohol. So it means that this person, he will not be, he still have greed. He cut it, let's say, I just give numbers. We have, normal people have 100% for greed. So what happened to the Sotapan? He cutting 50%. In which meaning he cut 50%? First, he will not be able to steal because he wants something. He cannot, if you see, oh, so beautiful man, so beautiful woman. I say many times I use the word of he, but actually it can be she also. It doesn't matter. In the Buddhism, it's she and he. It's just a person. So it's not necessary. The gender is not meaning anything. Can be man, can be woman. Both of them can be till enlightened. It's not mean anything. So anyway, the Sotapan, he will be fall in love to someone. Oh, but no, this person is married. Or maybe he himself marry or have a partner. So he say, no, I cannot go with another person. That he will be loyal to his partner. So the Sotapan, he will still have greed. He go to eat, enjoy the food so much. Maybe he listen to music, so much. That's why he can marry. But he will not be able to marry to someone that or to go with someone which is have a relationship with someone else. And also if he himself. So he cannot kill intentionally. He cannot steal intentionally. He cannot commit adultery intentionally. He cannot break between people or tell lie intentionally. And drugs and alcohol. This will be inside him. He will see it as a fire. Now, I use the word intentionally because sometimes we're collecting habits. So sometimes what will be to the Sotapan? That he might break precept because of spontaneously habits. But what happened to him? It will be disturbing him. He cannot take it. It will be painful for him. He understands I make something wrong. Stupid, why I make this something wrong? And then he must clarify it. That's why the Buddha give a chance to the monks to confess to each other. The monk can come and say, I break precept. So the other one say, so be careful next time, be mindful about it. So the other one, he says, Sadhu, 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 I'm happy that you are willing to learn. And then the other one say, I break the precept. So then the other one say, so you should be mindful about it. Next time, be careful. So we have to confess. The monk must confess. Because why? Even Sotapan, sometimes without intention, because of habit, he will exaggerate. Maybe he will say, how many students we have? Oh, many students. Oh, why you speak like this? The ego touch me too much. Something like this. Or whatever. So he will maybe, oh, this is very nice, and then you have to give back. You cannot keep it, because of just habit like this. So he will jump on it, and then he must confess it. He must clarify it. Oh, it was a mistake. It was too much. Blah, 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 and let me out from this sin, let's say. So the Sotapan, what he's doing, he's cutting the greed 50%. And the anger 50%. Anger, I'm talking about aversion. It can be worry, it can be jealousy, still have greed to the sense doors. So we enjoy food, we enjoy a movie maybe, or dancing or whatever, But if suppose he have something, he have a food, he like it very much, And then the child coming, oh, can I have? Yeah, of course, he can break, he can give him. That's why he can give dana more. Okay, he can let go more. Because even he have a greed, but not so strong like before. Also, suppose he get anger, he will get anger. I say to you, he cut only 50%. But he cannot hold the anger a long time. Normally people, if they have problem, they can, many years. I take revenge on him, I will kill him. So of course he cannot kill because of anger. He cannot, like I said, steal because of greed. But he's not happy. Why he make to me like this? This is not correct. Okay? And then, okay, it's my karma. Let go. Forget about it. So it's relax much faster. Okay? You will not hold it long time. You will judge this person make to me like this. And then after this, okay, finish. This is karma for me to pay. Let go. Forget and forgive. Okay? So about the greed and anger, he developed wisdom about the Four Noble Truths. But still, he had the greed and anger and delusion. So it's in certain level. It's not 100% perfect. Okay? So his wisdom is there, but not so deep. And then this Sotapan, it depends what he was practicing in the past, because different people, they have different characteristics from past, even past lives. So some people, maybe they come from the background of generosity, even family, very nice family, okay? They teach the children not to steal, not to kill, better to give. Okay, you should be very nice to the people. Okay, don't be too much stingy. So this means they come from background, even not Buddhism, but they have mostly the sila, mostly the behave of good and bad. It means the precept. So when they will come to the Buddhism, suppose they go to Ajarn or Tanat and they teach them Vipassana. So this person, what he will learn when he will practice meditation, rising, falling, sitting there, rising. Oh, how I gave to this poor man, very nice it was. And then, so it means that he will become Sotapan. So it means that he entered into Sotapan by unchanging. Now, suppose someone, he come, maybe yogi, practice concentration, very, very strong. He use the concentration, use the jhana, everything push down, the pain, he know how to put it. He use a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of concentration. What problem he have, he can press it. Something like you have migraine and you take a pill. You have a way how to solve the problem. Easy for you to solve the problem. You just take a pill, no pain anymore. So this person, he have a pill of the concentration. By concentration, he pushed down all the difficulties. Now, he come to Tanat, he come to Ajarn, and Tanat and Ajarn tell him, no, we are practicing Vipassana. You should not push down. You should look at the pain. You should look at your difficulties. So why? I can push down. I don't want to see pain. So what will happen to this person? He have to let go the trick of the pushing down and to face with the suffering. It means that in the moment that he will have to go into Sotapan, he will go to the Sotapan through the concentration way, okay? Through the dukkha. So you see there, the first one, because he was generosity, his characteristics push him to the Sotapan through anicca. But now this one have to face with the dukkha. So when he will enter to the Sotapan, he go through dukkha. Now there is one more person which come from the school. He was learning in the university. He knows so much. This is anatta. this anicca, this dukkha, okay? You understand, you see the pain, you practice, you go to Tanat or Ajarn or whoever, practice the meditation, and then you see the pain, you say, but in the university, the doctor told me, this is anicca. Oh, this is anatta, this is not my pain. And then, so the wisdom will let them, and then boom, he will get into the blackout, into Sotapan. So he will enter to the Sotapan through anatta, understanding of inside anatta. It means that you can enter into Sotapan through anicca, dukkha, and anatta, depend on your characteristic from the past. What you experienced, what is your background before you came to the Vipassana. So what happened with the person whichever I told you that it depends how many reincarnations more he will be enlightened. It's just a matter of time. So if he come from anicca, it means from sila, from precept, this is, he have 7 lives more. Maximum, can be less, but maximum 7 lives. During these reincarnations of 7 lives, either he will be human being, either he will be angel. Some reincarnation he will be angels, some reincarnation, depend on the karma, what the karma push. He come back, human being, angel, different variation. And then he will go to Nirvana. He all the time will be under progress. He will, during this 7 reincarnation, he will change into the next step, and then Ajarn. Okay, so the maximum will be 7 reincarnations. It's not necessary. It can be in the same life also. Okay, it depends how fast it will go. He will practice and make develop himself. So now the person which come from the background of concentration, he have maximum 3 life, maybe 2 life, maybe 3 life. And also in these 3 lives, sometimes can be angels, some can be human being. Okay, but not less. He cannot be animal. He cannot go to the hell. He cannot. Okay, and some. The one that coming from the background of study, the clever one, university one, that the teacher on anicca, dukkha, anatta, and then he go into, he have 1 more life. It can be this is the last life that he have. Okay? So this is depend on your background. If you have 7 life maximum, or 3 life maximum, can be shorter than this, okay? It's not necessary 7 life, it can be, but surely Nirvana. Go into the samsara, go backward, not possible, because it cut certain level of ignorance and attachment. And attachment and ignorance, this is the motor which is pushing us into the samsara. But he cut this motor. He took the petrol. So we don't have enough petrol to continue in the samsara. Even if he want. He said, no, I wish to stay in the samsara. I don't want nirvana. Not possible for him. He better go practice vipassana. Okay? So this Sotapan will continue its anatta. He cannot stop it. It will happen by itself. But he will continue to make good, he continue to make, even he make bad a little bit, and then he will confess it. So he will develop more and more and more and more, till in certain time he will practice. And during the practice, again he will experience nirvana. The mind will touch nirvana, we call it another magga. Magga, it's the knowledge of the way. But this time he will catch the way of sakkāya-diṭṭhi. Sakkāya-diṭṭhi means 1-time return. This person, for sure, 1 time he have to return. He cannot reincarnate anymore 7 lives, and even not 3 lives. What will mean that he's coming back for 1 life can be either as a human being or either as angels. This person, he have 1 more reincarnations maximum as a human being or angel. Okay? Now can be five combinations. Because I told you that human being practice vipassana, cutting greed, anger, delusion, and developed by vipassana. But we have to understand, angels, they are very clever. They cannot practice because they see good and they see only good in the time that they are angels. So they are not practicing, but they are clever. And some angels, they are listening to the Dharma. And when they listen to the Dharma, they can change. So you think that you are Sotapan, listening to the Dharma, became Sakatagami when he's angel. So this angel Sakatagami can reborn as a human being and get into enlightenment. These angels as a human being can reborn as angels and then go to Nirvana after this. Can be that you became Sotapan while you are a human being, not angel. Angels by listening Dharma. Human being by practicing, and in the time of the Buddha, it was also by hearing Dharma. No more. Now we are stupid. We cannot hear Dharma and become Sotapan. Sakatagami, okay, there is no, this generation finished. But 1,000 years from the time of the Buddha, it was people like this. They became Sotapan, and then they became Sakatagami during the human being. So now when they will be Sotapan, they can reborn as a human being and become Anagami. They can reborn as angels and become Arahant. Okay? This Anagami human being can reborn either as a human being and then became enlightened, or became either angels, and for the angels, you will not meet them anymore because he is an angel, but still not enlightened. And from there, he will be enlightened. And then you go Nirvana. Okay? So you see, we have here 4 combinations. Human being became Anagami, and then he had one more life to reborn. So he can reborn as a human being or either angels. And from this, he will go. He can, angels very clever. Deva, maybe Sotapan, listen to Dharma, became Sakatagami, okay? He have one more time to reborn. What he can reborn? Human being and then became Arahant. Or either angels and then became Arahant. You have one more variation, okay? One more variation. Human being became Sakatagami. It means he have one more reborn. Next time, he reborn as an angel. But not became an Arahant yet. And then became human being, became Arahant. So we have 5 combinations how Sakatagami, one time return, can be enlightened. Okay? This is just for you to know. Okay? I don't know if it's important. No, just information for you to know. But anyway, Sakatagami have one more time to reborn. And I told you that some of the Sotapan also have one time to reborn. Okay? Because I say 7 life, 3 life, or 1 life. But still between the Sotapan, 1 life, and the Sakatagami, which is have anyway 1 life, are different. The Sakatagami not cutting anything, but all the goodness became bigger. He have more wisdom. Sakatagami have more wisdom than Sotapan. He actually, the Sakatagami, complete the sila. I told you the Sotapan maybe mistakenly he can break some precept. Sakatagami will not be able to break precept. He more pure on the precept. He complete, but he didn't complete the concentration. So this Sakatagami, he will not be able to run away from the Eightfold Path, he will continue to develop till he will touch one more time Nirvana. The mind touch, we call it Anagami Makayan, and then it will continue with the Pala. And this, what happened with the Anagami, that he cut totally all the greed. Okay? It means Anagami don't have any greed to the sense doors. Music, food, everything is egal for him. It's just information. Anagami cut totally all the aversion. It means Anagami, you cannot make him fear anymore. You cannot make him worry anymore. You cannot make him anger. He will never be anger. He will not be able to jealous. All the aversion cut totally from Anagami. So it means Anagami, if Sotapan cutting, I say, doubt about Buddha Dhamma Sangha, self-belief that this body, this is me, it's I belong to it, okay? He cut the ritual or belief on, I don't know, running with the flowers or whatever, but Anagami also, he cutting the attachment to the five sense doors, hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling. That's why next life he will not reborn as a human being anymore, because he don't have any attachment to this. To reborn as a human being, you need to have attachment to see. Otherwise, how can you have eyes if you don't want to see? You want to taste. If you don't want to taste, you never have the tongue taste. You have to smell. You have to want to taste, to smell. If you don't want to smell, you will not. That's why Brahma, by concentration, they're pushing down the wanting to hear, the wanting to smell. That's why they don't have smelling, tasting, feeling, okay? But Brahma still can hear and still can see. Why? Because this is just information. It's not necessary for enjoyment. Brahma must contact with someone. If you don't see, how can he contact? If you don't hear, I cannot contact. So the higher angels pushing by concentrating, they still have eyes and hear, but they don't have the taste and don't have. So in this case also, Anagami, when he will die, as an Anagami, he will not reborn anymore in this world, but he reborn as an angel. Till the five faculties, the faith, confidence, effort, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom will balance by itself, then he will go to Nirvana from this stage. So, for example, Ajarn, if he was Anagami, he will never come back anymore. It means that now he stays angels, and certain time he will go to Nirvana. So this is another two fetters that keep us in the life. It's attachment to the sense doors and the anger, worry, doubt. I don't want. So actually, Anagami cutting these five things. Again, I repeat, he cutting the attachment to the ritual, belief on ritual. He cutting the belief of self. I am, okay? I mean, the body is belong to me. I am. And then he cutting the doubt about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. He cutting the attachment to the sense doors. And he cutting the aversion, anger, worry, okay, jealousy, empathy. But Anagami, as a human being, still have another five hindrances. That's why he's not enlightened. That's why he's not Arahant. Because he still have five things. What they are the five things that he have? Anagami, he already very high level on concentration because his mind is very pure. So he can concentrate very high. he has the jhana. So he can reach to the what we call rupa jhana and arupa jhana. But intuitively, or let's say in the wisdom, he understands that this is dukkha, but he still enjoy it. He's still attached to it. It means that he don't see 100% the dukkha that they are making. That's why he's not enlightened. In the sense doors, hearing, seeing, smelling, the food, he will be ambivalent. He will not be attached. But the jhana, it's so peaceful, it's so calm, so he will enjoy it. The mind is still crave to it. Okay? So, and it's not about he understand intelligent. Yeah, of course, this is dukkha. Everything is dukkha. But still you want. It's the same like you understand the chocolate is dukkha, but you still want. Okay? So, anagami understand the rupa jhana and arupa jhana, they are suffering. But inside, he attached to it. So they are like a fetter by themselves. They are keeping them in the life. Another things, the anagami, which is still the mind restlessness. I have to do this. Oh, we have a festival, so I have to tell to the other monk that they must come, and then, I have to tell to this and this person that they have to do this. It means you still have a restlessness in the mind. So this is another fetters that you still have. Another fetter that you have, it's the I am, the conceit. He will compare. He said, the other Abud, the other teacher is so clever, okay? The other teacher is like this. He should behave the same like me. Don't keep the precepts so good. It means that you have comparing between me and you. But actually we say that everything is non-self. There is no already self, okay? So what does mean? We say that Sotapan is cutting the identification of the I am. It means not I am. It means that the body is not belong to me. I am not the body. The body is not me. But in the Sotapan and Sakadagami still have the me inside. There's a soul inside. There is the I am inside, which is not the body. You see, there is the mind, it's someone that exists inside. And this is even anagami still have this conceit, me, I, you, that exists inside. Of course, they understand that this is not his body, the body is not him, but there is him inside. You see how delicate it is. This is called mana. Mana, it means the ego inside. And then another fetter is the ignorant, which is called avijja. Why? You don't understand 100% the dukkha. Four noble truths. The first noble truth is dukkha. For example, he attached to the jhana. If he attached to the jhana, it means that inside he don't understand 100% the suffering that the jhana is bringing. So that's why you cannot say that he understands fully the Four Noble Truths. Okay? So you see that anagami, even he will not reborn, when he's a human being or even angel, he still have these five fetters that keep him still in samsara and he's not in nirvana. One of them is the attachment to the jhana, the rupa jhana. Second is the arupa jhana, which is higher concentration. The restlessness of the mind, attached to the self, I am inside, and the avijja, it means ignorant. not understand the Four Noble Truths 100%. So when he touched Nirvana the last time, then he cut these 5 things also. So then he will be Ajarn, enlightened. He will not be any more fetters. And next life is Nirvana for sure. So you see what happened in the stages slowly, slowly. We have altogether 10 fetters, 10 things, 10 hindrances that lock us in the samsara. And from Sotapan, Sakatagami, Anagami, and Ajarn, slowly, slowly we cut them. They don't cut in one time. The first Sotapan cutting, they believe on the self, okay? Doubting about Buddha Dhamma Sangha, believe on rituals and some spiritual things that can take us to Nirvana. In reducing the greed and anger. That's why also you cannot break precept, okay? And then you cannot kill because of anger or whatever. So Sakatagami, and then Sotapan still have maximum 7 life, and then he will continue to practice. He come into Sakatagami, which is 1 life more, and he just reducing the power of the greed and anger. Okay? So but then cut any things. And then coming into Anagami, the 3rd step, which is cutting totally the greed and anger, stay only 5 fetters, which is attached to the jhana, arupa jhana, restlessness of the mind still will be ego and avijja, it means ignorance. And this, the Ajarn will cut totally. So all these 10 fetters will cut away. Then he will be free. Nothing will motivate him anymore. He will be just functional mind till he will die. In the moment that he will die, it means he go to total nirvana. He will not reborn anymore, which is nirodha total. And then no more suffering. So this is the, by the way, this 10 fetters in Pali we call samyojana. So this samyojana, they are describing how from the moment that the person starting Sotapan till the moment to reach enlightened, what kind of hindrances or fetters or locked, cutting slowly, 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 slowly. All of them 10. So this is the 10 fetters, the samyojana, dasa samyojana, we said dasa it's in 10, and the process that the person going through. Any questions? Marcus, something wrong with the connection? Yeah, please. Now, go on now. Something with your connections. There is some problem with your connection. Something like the power of the internet or something like this.
Can you hear me now?
Now better,
Yeah?
Now it's good.
Wait. Sorry for the technical discipline. I have a question. You said when you become Sakadagami, once returner, the second Magga, second Nibbana,
correct,
then it's not that one of the samyojanas of the fetters disappears completely. The only thing that happens is greed and aversion are reduced.
Yeah, that's correct.
In the Anagami, greed and aversion are completely gone.
So
my question is, when you become Sakadagami, greed and aversion are reduced. Can you give practical examples about this level of greed and aversion that are still there in the Sakadagami?
Sakkāya-diṭṭhi will be so pure that sometimes you think that it's enlightened. Sotapan will sit with you in the food. They say, "Oh, it's so delicious, yummy, yummy. Oh, please give me two sugar, one sugar." Their preference. They cannot run away from this. They even cannot pretend. You understand? Oh, so this smelling, so nice smelly. You understand? They enjoy. I prefer this drink after the food, and this I must have the cake after this. You understand? Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, he not only cutting the greed and anger, he also will have the more faculties to overcome it. You understand? Even fear, worry, or anger, the Sotapan will show it. Sakkāya-diṭṭhi will be more calm. Also by the wisdom, if you ask questions, the Sotapan, you ask questions, Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, he can give you more fine answers. Because his wisdom is right. He completes the sila. But he didn't complete the samatha, the jhana. That's why you see people say that we need to practice jhana to get into Makkah and this. But actually, if it's true, it means that there is no Sakkāya-diṭṭhi anymore. You know why? Because it means that Sakkāya-diṭṭhi will die, they will never reborn. But how come Sakkāya-diṭṭhi is reborn? Because they never complete the jhana. No, not never. The one that complete the jhana is not coming back. They will be like angels. But the one that complete the jhana, then they reborn again. You understand? Because the power of the karma, if you have jhana, you will be angel. So that's why people say that you must have jhana. You have to complete jhana. You have to, to be master for jhana to go into it. But actually it's not true. Because and then it means that there is no one returner. If all the one returner will do the jhana, they will not reborn. You understand? So it means that the power of concentration must be access concentration to reborn. Otherwise, the jhana will be effect on the mind in the karma that you will never reborn. You understand what I mean? You got me?
So did you ever ask Ajarn Tong, or did Tanat ask Ajarn Tong, why Ajarn Tong in the modern Vipassana, Mahasi Sayadaw Vipassana, they do not teach the jhanas with kasina or anything? Did anyone ask Ajarn Tong why he doesn't teach it? I mean, you answered it halfway.
It's not necessary for Nirvana. The Ajarn Tong teach what is necessary for Nirvana, not what is not necessary for Nirvana. Jhana is not important for Nirvana. It's developed, and then Anagami for sure will have it. That's why Anagami is not reborning. But Sotapan and Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, they need to get into Magga and Pala, and access concentration, it's enough. They don't need to master jhanas. And otherwise, it will not, if you must master jhana, it means that when you will die as a Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, you will not be Sakkāya, you will not reborn anymore. You don't find any more Sakkāya-diṭṭhis because they will not come back. Because the jhana will push them to be angel. You understand? So if they're reborn, it means they don't have jhana. So it means that Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, not necessary to have a jhana. You understand what I mean? This is, by the way, commentary. What I'm telling you, this is the commentary explanation. Explanation in the commentary. I'm not saying for myself. It shows that to reach till the level of Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, you don't need to expert on jhana. This is what actually it shows. But to get into anagami, you already need jhana. Here you need samatha. Here you need to expert. That's why sakkāya-diṭṭhi, it's complete sila. Sotapan didn't complete sila yet. You understand? I'm talking about this because to answer your question, what the difference between anagami, sakkāya-diṭṭhi, and sotapan? Also is wisdom, it also is purity. You understand? But also faculties, much more. Sakkāya-diṭṭhi, sometimes you look at them, you think it's arrogant. You don't get anger. You don't want anything. But actually, he knows by himself the disliking coming up. He knows by himself. But he sees disliking. He don't see anger. Because he can see the five faculties more clearly. Aggregate more clearly. He can break them, but still they are bubbling inside him. You understand? But he's not so much attached to them. You understand? So there is much difference between sotapan to sakkāya-diṭṭhi. Even both of them have one time return, one time to come back. Bitte schön. Yeah.
Hi. I wanted to ask, how can I recognize my doubt better? Because I don't feel any doubt, but I know I'm not sotapanna. So, because I have habits that are not on the Eightfold Path, and sometimes, so, but when I think about the Dhamma, I don't have any doubt about it. So how can I, so maybe the bad habits are actually the doubt, because I prefer them, or I prefer to be sad, or I prefer to, but I don't know how to recognize this doubt enough. So maybe you can give me some good advice.
You see, you don't need to recognize your doubt. You recognize what you can recognize now. You should recognize now what is raising up on you now. You don't need to recognize on you what is not raising up on you now. For example, sometimes now you ask me about doubt. Maybe another certain of time you will ask me, Ofer, everybody talk about tinamita, about laziness, tiredness. But for me, I'm so energetic. I'm so clear. So how can I recognize my tiredness? So it means that if this moment not rising up in person, tiredness and laziness, it's not mean that it's not exist. But whenever the condition will come, so you will be suddenly tired and okay. Same thing, I'm not anger. The last few years I start to practice no anger coming on me. Yeah, I have greed, but no anger coming on me. I'm so clear, so quiet, so peaceful. How can I recognize my anger? I say, wait, it will come. It's just a matter when the condition will come, they will come. So don't worry about your doubt. It's there, it's there. It's not there, it's not there. But you don't need to specially look at it. When it will come by itself. Don't worry. You look at what is coming. Don't look at what is not coming.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask another question?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So one time we spoke and you told me about this Dhamma might go, no, not might, it will go away at some point.
Yeah.
But what if, all this going back and forth from angels to human, what if you are, I don't know, some kind of angel and you are sakkāya-diṭṭhi and you have to come back and there is no Dhamma? Then what do you do?
You see, it's the same like you ask me, suppose I'm, surfing on the boat, on the sea, Okay, I have a boat. I would say this boat, people standing and waiting for the wave to come to take them. Huh? You know what I mean, huh? You're standing and waiting. But what to do? Don't worry. Sometime the wave will come. So it means that the time of the Buddhism, it's like a wave. They are coming, stay some time and going. So the Sotapan will not reborn in the time that there is no Buddha. But they will wait. They must wait for Buddha time to come. In the moment that Buddha Buddha will be, then if they will not reborn, they will be angels, because Sotapan cannot reborn down. So they will know Buddha come to the world. We must go to listen to the Buddha. You know, Buddha turned the wheels of Dhamma. He make the turn in the Dhammacari Sutta. He teach 5 people in Saranat. This was the first teaching of the Buddha. One man called Kundaniya became Sotapan. That's all what happened. But do you know how many angels became Sotapan, Sakatagami, Hanagami, and Arahant in this meeting? Only one human being became Sotapan. So many angels became Sotapan, Sakatagami, Hanagami, and Arahant. They knew the Buddha is there because they can see the world. They are looking from the top. They see, Buddha come to the world, come listen to the Dharma. They invite each other. So from all the universe, that's why they was crying. In the Sutta of Dhammacari, Sutta, the turning the wheels of Dhamma, it described that they start to cry, shout. Oh, the Buddha is turning. They shout. They announce. And then the earthquake, they announce, the Buddha is turning the wheels of Dhamma, and then the other one shout, another one shout. Yeah? In the Sutta is written like this, that they start to shout, the Buddha is turning the wheels of Dhamma in the... So they announce, and all the world system, the people, the angels come to listen. And many of them, they became Sotapan, Sakatagami, Hanagami, and Arahant. Of course, we are knowing now Buddha is there. So we came to learn Buddhism. That's why we meet in the Buddhism way. Understand? We are related to this. Maybe we was angels, maybe other things. So we knew now it's the occasion. But we need the Buddha to do it. We need Buddhism to do it. We don't know by ourselves. Understand? So when you know Buddha is there, you come. But in the time that there is no Buddhism, it will not be, the angels will not come. There is only one personality which will come, and he will come on the time that there is no Buddhism. This person is already complete all the mission to be Buddha. And this will come to the world as a human being. He will get enlightened. And nobody will know about him. He will be Buddha because he is finding the Buddhism by himself, without any teacher. But he will never teach. He don't know how to teach. Nobody knows that he exists. He will be Buddha quiet. Quiet Buddha. In Pali we say Pacceka Buddha. Pacceka Buddha reborn in the time that there is no Buddhism around the world. Now there is no Pacceka Buddha, cannot be. We have Buddhism around the world. Not possible that there is another Buddha. But the Pacceka Buddha will reborn in the world only when there is no Buddhism. He will find the Buddhism, he will get enlightened, and after this he will die and finish. But how we know? How we know? Because he never talk, he never teach. So how can we know that there is a Buddha like this if this Buddha never teach? Because our Buddha tell us. The Buddhists say that there is such things like this, Pacceka Buddha, they are coming to the world all the time that there is no Buddhism. And they are getting enlightened, and then they are dying and finish. They go to Nirvana. They never are born again. Beside this, the angels will not come in the time that there is no Buddhism. No Sotapan, no sakkāya-diṭṭhi, no Anagami. No, for sure. Ajarn, there is nothing to talk because Ajarn is not reborn. Okay, does that answer you?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Petition.
Can I just ask a question?
Of course.
Maybe I am in the doubt mode.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Whatever convenient you ask, don't worry.
Yeah.
Nobody judge your question. You just
Yes. Because you talk a lot about 7 lives, 3 lives, and
Yeah.
once reborn, but you have not seen this. So how do you know? How do you know all of this? And this is where I start doubting.
No problem. If you want, I can give you a reference from the books. Everything is written in the book. I don't need to do. I just have to make my memory.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, in the book, I can read it.
Okay.
I understand. These books, it's from the time the Buddha himself, and after this, the enlightened people, and then commentaries and this. It's all this information that I say it's not for me. I'm just teaching from the book.
Okay.
Many places where you can find. Many books I can reference, I can even give you, you can read. I think Pianta, he know very well how to find all these things, maybe better than me. He's very clever on all these things. And that, you see, I know him. He know all these things very good. You can ask him, he will tell you all this information very deeply. Even you don't need me because he know all this information. Many of things, and maybe some of them I tell him because he don't read everything, but some of this maybe he know better than me. So you see, it's not mean that we are enlightened, both of us, but we know it because it's in the book.
Yeah, for me, this I can very much relate to whatever happens inside me when I meditate and everything. But talking about angels or demons or whatever, this is not real for me, right? This is
No, you don't need
beyond.
to. No, you don't need to.
Yeah.
See, I talk to the form here. I talk to many people, and this is also recorded. So I cannot say only small things. I try to put more things about the food, but it's not mean that everybody tastes all the food. You understand? You take only what is necessary for you.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's make you confused.
Yeah, it does.
It's bring more doubt.
Yes.
I'm not expecting that. I don't want you to believe me. This is just information. Many things is not really important to you even. But I must say it because the audience is different kind of people. I know some people I know. That's why some I allowed myself to say things because I see the faces and the names. I know what they know, how deep they are. Even what I speak, sometimes it's not enough. They want to know more deep because sometimes they know better than me. You understand? I'm talking, some people they are in the audience, very clever. They know many things, more than me. That's why they are capable even to ask more questions. Something like fight with me. Because they have the knowledge. But for you, you just take what's necessary for you. You don't need to take all these 5, 7 acres.
How many lives? How do I have to count? Life account. I don't know.
You sit in the front of the table, take only what is nice for you.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes for me, I also, if I don't have to teach, well, even I don't know what this information. Because I'm asked to be loyal to the people that ask me questions, they want me to talk. So I cannot talk only small things, greed, anger, delusion, start to be, for some people, they say, this powerful, too much banality, too much bother. Better not to open the internet anymore.
Yeah.
They don't want to listen to me. They shut down only. So sometimes you have to go more deep. So you take only what necessary. This is correct what you speak. This is wisdom what you speak to me now.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bitte schön. Noch eine Frage? I think a little bit more than 1 week I'm supposed to come to Germany, yeah? Oh, yeah, soon. Hopefully soon we meet. Good, good. So thank you very much. And I wish for all of you to find the real happiness and all the goodness and all the good things, sila samadhi panya, the wisdom. All these things will be a zustand, condition for you, for Maka, Pala, Nirvana, that you find the real happiness as soon as. Dankeschön. Guten Morgen.